What is up, everybody? Jaco here today, and today I'm recording part 2 of my last cry for help. Now, a lot of people were telling me that I should stop going to the gym, and I want to be frank with this. The more I sit down, the more my back hurts. If I lay down, whatever position, even if I have back support, which I really need, I need lumbar support, but my back still hurts. I have less pain standing up for my back than if I do sitting down, because all my weight is going onto my lower back. With standing, my feet hurt more than sitting, but even when I'm sitting, I still have excruciating feet pain in the arches where I showed you, in that area on the inside, which could be, they said tunnel tarsal, but when they did a cortisone injection into that area, it didn't solve any problems. So I just wanted to make this video following up other things that I've tried. I wanted to talk about the last MRI that I showed you that cut off, which was showing a L5-S1 disc bulging off to the left at this level. This is causing a mild left-sided spinal stenosis and left lateral something. So that's the MRI report. And I cut it off because I ended up showing personal information and I had to cut the video, and I didn't feel like putting it through an editor, so I just stopped it at that moment. But that's the MRI, which again, once he saw that, he recommended me to the pain specialist. Now, I've been reading a lot of comments on the first video, and I appreciate the well wishes. Unfortunately, I take that into account. However, I've been asking and begging for help for so long now that at this point, it's like I want to give up. And I'm not saying give up my life, just give up on continuing researching this and just suffer the rest of my life, which sounds very, very, very depressing in general. Oh my God, the sun in the mornings, I apologize. And it's like, what other steps do I take? Some people recommended me acupuncture, which I haven't tried before. A lot of people are telling me stuff that I already addressed in the video, like go to a chiropractor, go this, go that. Those are things I've done. And then there's talks, come on, squirrel. Just ran in front of the car. And then there's, oh my God, this sun is so bad. I do apologize because you're probably not going to be able to see me. So regards to other things that I wanted to discuss in this video is I cannot walk on a hard floor without appropriate sandals or shoes wearing. And the weirdest thing is my feet have to get accustomed to one pair of shoes and one pair of sandals. And if I use any other shoes or sandals, the pain is twice as bad or 3 times as bad. So I have these old pair of sandals that were memory foam, but now they're so flat that they're not. But if I use I have the same sandals brand new and I can't wear them. And the shoes that I wear, I've been wearing the same shoes for 5 years. I've just been getting new pairs every once in a while. And even when I get the new pairs, I can tell right away my feet hurt even more. I guess my feet have to sink into them a specific way. Now people are saying, did you get arch supports? Did you get this? I got custom orthotics, but it did nothing for me. If I put something in my shoe that's gonna push my arch in, that's going to cause me so much pain that I'm going to be screaming every single day, because that is going to be pushing into that area where I showed you, and that's going to cause more pain. So you might say, well, look, you might have to cause more pain in order to resolve something that's been like that for years. If that was the case and that was 100% true, then yes, I would do it, but it's not guaranteed. I could put myself through pain for months and months and months with no resolution. More pain than I'm already in. Something that I recently been doing, like I think I mentioned in the last video, was strengthening my lower back muscles, because I seen a guy who suffered from lower back problems who was younger than me, and it was because he never worked out his lower back. So for the last 3 weeks now, I've been working out my lower back, and it hurts a little more because of it. It doesn't hurt much more anymore, but I got a Cybertruck in front of me. My God, this truck is crazy. It doesn't hurt much more, but I don't see any type of resolution whatsoever. But obviously 3 weeks is not enough time. I'm going to end up giving it to the end of the year before I decide if I want to continue going down that route or not. So a lot of the times before I go to bed, I'm brushing my teeth, and in my whole bedroom and bathroom, I have memory foam mats for my feet. And even then I still wear my sandals in my room, which I dislike. I wish I didn't have to wear shoes in the house. I wish I wouldn't have to wear sandals into my bedroom. It's not something I like doing. So that being said, when I'm brushing my teeth and I'm just standing there, my feet hurt so bad, and I end up going to bed with this pain, and throughout the night I feel it. When I go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, it hurts so bad, and even when I wake up, it's the same pain. So it's not like I wake up and then, you know, I work into this pain. It's not like that. I wake up with the pain. So even when we speak, I'm driving in my car right now. Got one foot on the gas, one foot to the left, and my feet right now are about a 3 to 4 out of 10. I feel my toes are just like, the explanation of how I feel is so weird. It's not a casual ouch pain. It's a consistent pain. And I know when my feet hurt and I press that area that I showed y'all in the last video, the more my feet hurt is the more that area hurts as well. So I actually forgot to mention another doctor. I actually went to 2 neurologists. I know in the last video I mentioned only 1 neurologist. And a lot of people are telling me about multivitamins. I take a 1-a-day vitamins. I take a D3. I take a few other vitamins. I can't remember off the. I take I think a vitamin C. I think I take that as well. But those are the vitamins I take. I take 3 different vitamins, and then I take a probiotic as well. So I take 4 different vitamins every single day. And then a lot of people are talking about fish oils. I do eat salmon 4 times a day. I'm at 4 times a week. I don't know if that has anything to do with fish oils. And then the medicine that I showed you guys, there was more medicines that I've taken, like prescription drugs, but I don't know, like somebody posted something about something that helped their nerves, so I'm going to look into that medicine that they recommended. But it's so difficult because at the end of the day, again, this restricts me so much. Not only does it make my behavior bad, not only does it make me sad, it just makes me lazy. It makes me not want to do things. It makes me not want to go places. And that's very difficult. It's difficult for my partner. It's difficult for my child. And it sucks. And at the end of the day, like, I could still go out and play basketball. I could still do things. But I'm doing things with pain. I'm not immobilized. I'm not paralyzed. I'm in pain. And I'm always in pain. And interestingly enough, when I'm happy and I'm not focused on it, it does hurt less. So there's some type of mental stimulation going on here. I'm not saying it's all mental because then I'd be freaking crazy, but there's a lot of mental stimulation going on here. So, and then 2 things. One thing is, a lot of people are saying, well, is it possible to have something to do with the herniated, the mesh on your hernia? And to me, it's like, yes, that is plausible. And I personally thought about contacting a lawyer about malpractice because all these things happened after my surgery. This wasn't before my surgery. I never had these pains really. Actually 3 things I want to talk about. So that's an interesting situation. Somebody's like, can you open you up and see if they did any nerve damage and possibly do something else? Like, I wouldn't only trust the best doctor in the world to do that. Like, some of the best doctors in the world. I would never trust the original guy that I went to that did the hernia operation. I'd rather live with a hernia right now than to live with what I'm going through, because I remember when I had my hernia, it hurt a little and I pushed it back in and it made a little farting sound, but that was it. It wasn't like severe pain all the time. It's just, this is too much. Now I'm forgetting what the second part. I know the third part I was going to talk about, but I added something in when I was talking about the doctor that I went to and the hernia and the malpractice, and I forgot. But so I want to go over my journey, and okay, so I remember now. So all my life I worked out, and now there is situations that I did that possibly could have led to possibly could have led to what happened to me now, to an extent. So before I had my hernia, I was working out the hardest in my life, and I was doing ab crunches with like a whole stack, and that could have been the situation for the back. And then with my feet, I played basketball my entire life, and I never ever stretched once in my life. So those could be possibilities. I'm not 100% sure that's what caused it, but I did have pain playing through basketball, like shin splints. I had what's another name? Plantar fasciitis before. So I'm not sure exactly. But so the last thing I want to talk about is my journey and how I went and what doctors said to me over a course of time. So let's talk about that. So in 2019 I had the hernia surgery. A little while later I started having feet problems, so I went to a podiatrist. Podiatrist was like giving me a boot, says I have no flexibility, told me I had plantar fasciitis, and that went nowhere. Fast forward, so this was the only doctor I seen in Palm Beach until I moved. And then when I moved, I saw another podiatrist who I've probably seen like 5 times and got nowhere with. And then I saw the orthopedic surgeon who did the MRI, he did the x-ray, he did the epidural, and that stopped there because at that point he wanted to do a plasma injection and the insurance were denying it. Even the MRI, I had to prove multiple visits to the chiropractor just to even get an MRI approved. I could have done it out of pocket. It wouldn't have really cost any more. So that being said, after that, I know I went to another podiatrist, and obviously that didn't work out and nothing really got done there. That podiatrist recommended me to a rheumatologist who did absolutely nothing for me. Oh, actually, the rheumatologist did a bunch of blood tests and found out nothing. And then the rheumatologist recommended me to go to a neurologist. And the neurologist just dismissed me straight up. So after that, this was right before I was moving to Texas after that, I then saw another podiatrist who, I think I see, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my 4th podiatrist. And he said we should get another MRI because the MRI that you got was of your foot, of the top of your foot and your ankle, not of the bottom of your foot where you're showing the pain is. At that point, I was like a month from moving, so I decided to move and not get it done. In Texas, I did absolutely nothing towards my problems in the year plus that. I think I was only there for a year. And then I come back to where I live now, and I went back to the podiatrist I went back to the orthopedic surgeon who then recommended me, well, first I got a nerve block freeze. And then he recommended me to the pain doctor in his building. And when I went to the pain doctor, he then recommended he was the one who recommended the nerve block. And then I stopped going there, and then I went back to the podiatrist that I went to before, and he recommended me his pain doctor and a vascular doctor. And I went to the vascular doctor who was far away and I waited so long for, and he was just like, there's nothing wrong with you, it's impossible. And before both of these, I went to another neurologist, and the neurologist did the nerve conduction study test and said there was nothing wrong. I went like him to like 5 visits. It was crazy. $70 each time. It just keeps adding up. So I went back to the podiatrist. The podiatrist recommended another pain specialist. I went to that pain specialist, and he did a steroid injection into my, what was it called again? An injection into my, it's not joints, I forgot the name of it, a disc injection. And then after that, the problem was still there. And then I went back to the podiatrist again because I had to get a tibial nerve block shot or something like that in my feet. And the doctor there was like, oh, we can do it, we just can't do it the same day. And I said, I'll just do it with the podiatrist because I think he'll do it, since he's more catered to the feet. So I go back to the podiatrist. He's like, you know what? The other doctor would be better to do it. Plus, he wants to see you back because he has new technology for nerves and wants to try it out on you. Give him a call. He'll do a Zoom call with you, and then you can do a visit with him. So I call him back, and the assistant's like, no, we don't do Zoom calls. You're going to have to come in, which is an hour away, just to do an evaluation. Take more money. And it's funny, I'm passing the neurologist right now. And then we'll schedule you for this other thing. So that's $140 and 4 hours of driving for nothing guaranteed. So this is where the story ends for now. And it's just like, where do I go from here? So I'm making these videos because maybe somebody knows somebody who genuinely wants to help me, because I feel passed around like a lab rat, and it's getting very frustrating. It's getting very annoying. Come on, squirrel. It's getting very annoying, and it's very hard to deal with, because every single day I just want to sit here and cry because I'm just suffering so much, and it's so difficult. But I appreciate you watching this video, and it's not even about money. It's like, I'm not coming on here begging people to give me money to get surgery. I'm on here because maybe somebody knows the right direction to be put into or pushed into, and that's why I'm here. So I hope you all have a blessed day. I'm very excited. My daughter turns 3 tomorrow, and I get to see her tonight, so at least that makes me happy. So take care, everybody. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section below. Bye bye.